What's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Ava Pearl. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how I get rid of this ugly, dull brown color. I haven't dyed my hair in a while, and I know some of you may or may not know how to already dye your hair at home, but I just refuse to pay $80 at the hair salon when literally I can dye my hair for like 10 bucks. So I was already on my way to dye my hair, and then I just thought I might as well just share it with you guys. Share with you what I use and my process. So here we go. So as you can notice, my hair is already pretty dark. I do have a few grays that are starting to pop up, which is super annoying. At the very top, which I want to cover, and then you can just tell how I have some like brown patches, and it just looks pretty uneven. Some parts are darker than the others, while some are lighter, plus the grays. So to start off, to color your hair, you're first gonna need color. So here I am using this product called Vinci. It's very low ammonia, which is healthier for your hair. It's also a permanent color, so it will permanently dye your hair. Next, you're gonna need a cream developer. Here I'm using a 20 volume just because I'm dyeing my hair darker, so I don't really need to lift my color that much. That is what the developer does. It lifts your color so you can deposit more color into it. And third, of course, you're gonna need some latex gloves just to protect your hands from the color. Then you're gonna need one of these brushes, which you can get at any beauty supply store. And you'll also need a dark towel just so you don't ruin any of your lighter towels, and also a mixing bowl. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start mixing in the color. On the bottle, you'll notice it says a ratio 1 to 1.5. So every full bottle of color, you're gonna mix with a bottle and a half of the developer. So you kind of just have to eyeball it. You're gonna just use a little bit more developer than you would color. So I usually just eyeball it. It doesn't really have to be an exact science because I'm dyeing my hair dark. We're not doing highlights or anything, so it's pretty simple. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump the developer in with the color. Now, of course, you're just gonna take your brush. I usually use the end of the brush, and I go ahead and just start mixing it together. You won't really see a color while you're mixing it until it starts to develop for a little bit. So I like to kind of make sure the color is in there before I apply it. So now you're just gonna wanna make sure you put your gloves on, which I almost forgot. So make sure you put those gloves on just so you don't stain your hands, because it will stay for like a day or two. And since my roots are the lightest, they're just like the most faded, I usually like to start applying the mixture on my roots just so that has longer time to develop instead of starting at the bottom underneath my hair. Oh yeah, and since I was rushing this day, I almost forgot to put the towel on my shoulders. You'll see that in the next scene, but you want to make sure the towel is on your shoulders at this point. And also another tip is to put some Vaseline or oil around your scalp area and your ears so it doesn't stain like your skin. That will just help from the dye from getting everywhere. once I'm done getting the very top of my head through every nook and cranny, then I will split my hair into 2 parts and then start going from the bottom upwards. Now, if you are running out of color, just go ahead and mix a new batch. I usually just try and make enough for the whole head, but sometimes I underestimate. They always like come back 2 or 3 times at the salon because they only put a little bit in the bowl, and I'm like, you're gonna need more than that. But so I always just try and like dump as much as I can in there, but I kind of underestimated this time, so had to go back in and mix some more up. So since my hair is long, I like to just use the brush just for my scalp portion, and then I just go in there with my hands and start brushing it through with my fingers. It's just a lot easier. You can kind of control the dye a little bit more. It's not like flying all over the place. So yeah, I just go through it and kind of comb through it with my fingers. So once you're done placing the color all over your hair, I just clip my hair up into 2 buns, and then I let my hair sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. Kind of just depends on like how dark you want it, but I wanted to make sure my hair was just like even all over, and I wanted it really dark, so left it in for about 40 minutes. And this is the finished product. Just so much better. You can see there's no more brown patches. It's just all one solid color. I just love dyeing my hair because it makes it so much shinier. You can just see, and it almost like makes it softer too. You would think it would like dry your hair out a little bit more, but my hair always feels softer. So yeah, this is the finished product. If you guys have any questions, just drop them below and I'd be happy to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.